Were your parents letting you go out into English pubs, clubs, bars?
No. The first time I went out, without sneaking out, that was when I was 17. No, I didn't actually. Yeah, I went out to a club. I was working since I was 16 years old, and I was attending evening classes. And I met my partner, still my partner now. I met him then, and he asked me out for about 4 months solid, and I kept saying no because I knew my parents wouldn't, they wouldn't agree to it. So eventually I thought, gosh, I've got to ask them. So he said, I'll come home and I'll ask them if I can take you out. So I said, would you do that? So he said yes. So he came and he asked them, and they said, yes, you can take her out, but she's got to be back by 12. I was 17, So he took me to this local disco, and he brought me home by 12 o'clock. And that was like my first time, because they would never, have a boyfriend. Forget it. And that was another thing that at 14, 15, my white counterparts, my white friends were, oh, my little boyfriend came home last night. Well, I'm going out with John, I'm going out with Bill, this. No way. You couldn't even mention that to my parents. It was just not happening. You didn't go out with anybody. No.
Where does your partner come from?
Antigua. And he came here when he was 10 years old. So similar sort of background, similar sort of thing. It's only most of the people my age group, which I'm 39, will I be 40 this year, came over, was sent up for, or came over as babies, or came over in their late teens or something like that. So, yeah.
What would your parents' attitude have been if you had been dating a white man?
They would have been horrified. They would have been horrified because it was kind of laid down. You did not date. You would not marry because dating was out. You said you wouldn't marry. They didn't want you to marry a white man, Asian man, or African man. You had to be Caribbean. So I remember saying to them, you brought us here into this country, into this society where there's so many different people. Why do you expect that we're going to just go out with a Caribbean person? And if at all possible, a Bajan, that one first, but if not a Bajan, then another Caribbean island. Why? We're living in a multicultural society. There's so many people here. If I meet someone, am I going to say, where are you from? And if they're not Barbadian or they're not West Indian, I'm not supposed to fancy them. And then my dad was like, I don't care what you say. That's it. But they were very like, no, no. If it was a white guy, there would have been problems. There would have been problems. And over the years, he's mellowed. Now, my brother, my youngest brother, the one who was born here, is married to an English woman. He's married to a white woman. And that wasn't a problem. At first, they were kind of like, oh, I'm not sure about this. Are you not sure? Is there going to be problems? What about when the children come along? Are the children going to... Because he always thinks that the kids are not going to know where they belong and it's going to, cause a problem. But he loves Jane to pieces. He thinks she's fantastic. So, that just shows you how much people's attitude has changed.